Hello again, YouTube. It is now officially over. The Padres can no longer uh, beat the Rangers for the meantime. They have made MLB history, 4 Grand Slams in 4 games. Not to mention, or also, if you want to be technical, this is their fifth grand. It was their fifth Grand Slam in 5 games facing the Rangers, because back in September 2018, Francisco Tejada hit a walk-off grand slam off former Rangers relief pitcher Jeffrey Springs. Jeffrey Springs is now on the Red Sox, and I don't think he's doing well. I hate to see that guy having a rough time. I really like that guy, and he's a lefty slinger. Anyways, how should I feel about it? I'm very happy for the Padres. I mean, they just hit another grand slam against the Astros, and I always love to see the Astros torn apart. So continue to do that to the Astros this series, Padres. But a couple of days ago, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that I was happy for the Padres, mainly because of Chris Woodward's actions. I'm still very upset about it. But I think both Padres fans and Rangers fans alike should just forgive their managers. Definitely not forget what they did, but just forgive them, because it's a long season. Or, I mean, not this season in particular, but in any other season, it's a long season. And every once in a while, you're just not going to agree with what your manager says or does. And it's just important that you have long-term trust in them. And Chris Woodward and Jace Tingler are very comparable managers. They're both process-driven. They want to see maximum potential from their players. They don't see them as numbers on a paper. They see them as people, and they don't want to just focus on how they do on the field. They want to focus on improving them mentally. So I definitely think that both managers were certainly in the wrong. But say the Padres win the World Series this season, I'm certainly going to think that Padres fans are going to look at what Jace Tingler did as an afterthought. They certainly won't forget it for probably the rest of their lives. And I don't think it's going to happen this season at all. But say in the future the Rangers win the World Series with Chris Woodward, Rangers fans are certainly going to forget about what Chris Woodward said after that one game in 2020. I'm certainly sure that Rangers fans will forget. But it just seems that right now, both Padres fans and Rangers fans have lost a good amount of respect for their managers. I certainly lost some respect for Chris Woodward through this. But I just think it's important that we have trust in them long term. Joey Gallo just struck out. Too bad. I think that's his second strikeout of the game. But anyways, I think it's important that we just have faith in our managers, forgive them, and because if we don't, I mean, we have to watch these managers manage our rosters every single game. It's not going to get any better if you have a negative mindset about them. And yeah, and just one more thing I want to say. Rangers fans this past series were really in no position to defend themselves, because it was like a formula that these fans were putting into this whole situation. They were just ridiculing the Rangers and their fans. And they put more focus on the Rangers than Chris Woodward, which I was, of course I'm triggered about that. But sorry. Jose Trevino just missed a home run. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, anyways, Rangers fans were really in no position to have a high ground, because they were The Rangers looked bad in this situation. Even though the Rangers as a team didn't react, it was Chris Woodward. Uh, the Rangers just didn't look good. And Rangers fans were resorting to, oh, I'm a Rangers fan and I think this is great. Uh, the Rangers already suck. Why are y'all surprised? And Jose Trevino just hit a double. I'm glad to see him improving his offense slowly. But yeah, I mean, they the Rangers fans love to resort to self-deprecation sometimes, and I just don't think that's a good mindset to have. Certainly, many sports fans feel that way about their teams. Mets fans, Cowboys fans, Detroit Lions fans. I mean, all sorts of sports teams are self-deprecating, and I personally just don't like that mindset. You have to be optimistic. Certainly be critical of your teams, but if you just have that negative mindset, I mean, you're going to be depressed. It's not going to get any better for you if you don't have a forward thinking mindset about your team. Always look at the positives. See, the Mariners absolutely crushed the Rangers last night. But one thing I took out of it is that Kyle Cody had an amazing debut, and Wes Benjamin really helped, uh, really helped ease the use of our bullpen. But yeah, just leaving it, uh, finishing the video on that note. And congratulations, Padres, on your record. I certainly hope y'all continue your success. And Fernando Tatis is definitely an MVP contender this season. Uh, Thank y'all for all the views for my Fernando Tatis Grand Slam video. And gonna continue to watch the Rangers and see if they can mount a 7-run comeback against the Seattle Mariners. It's 8-1, top of the 6, 2 outs. All right, good night, y'all.